Alright, so today we're going to be looking at a shared reading text. Now, this book is called The Scary, Hairy Party. Now, this one was written by Claire Friedman and the pictures were drawn by Sue Hendra. Now, while I'm reading this book, I want you to have a little bit of a think about how the characters are feeling. So if you think they're feeling sad or happy or maybe a little bit disappointed, we'll come back to that at the end and you can let me know what you were thinking. So we'll start and have a read of the book. Scary Hairy Party. You're invited to a party. What fun! Hip hip hooray! So come along to Monster's house at 3 o'clock today. We got some of those lovely rhyming words in this one. All Monster's friends are dressing up in quite their party best. Well, except for little Moo Moo. He wants to wear his best. Wow! Outside Raymond's hair salon, the queue goes on forever, as everybody wants to get the nicest hairdo ever. Belle's first. She's so excited as she sits on Raymond's chair. Snip, clip, spray, styles Raymond with tentacles everywhere. So what kind of animal is Raymond? An octopus. But too much hairspray in the air makes Belle's hair stick like glue. It's awful, sniffles little Belle. What am I going to do? How do we think Belle's feeling? Think about that. Next, Leo's mane is crimped and pricked, then hair gelled, just a dab. Make it great, growls Leo. I need to look just fab. But whoops, the lid falls off the pot. Green gloops flies through the air. Poor Leo's feeling quite upset. This isn't party hair. Poor Leo. Another big disaster. Raymond muddles up the dyes. And Finley, Ron and Moo Moo get a scary big surprise. With rainbow dye and frizzy perms, mad hair and gloopy glue, all Monster's friends are in a tiz. What are we going to do? Oh, so they're not very happy. But look who's come to find them, with a smile upon her face. My party's starting now, she calls. Quick, over to my place. Come in, says Monster. This is going to be such fun. How did you guess my party is a hairy, scary one? Wow. Oh, Raymond, cheer the happy friends. You are so very clever. We think this party has to be the bestest party ever. Wow. So, a very happy ending. But was everybody having a think about the feelings of the characters? So, we're going to flip back and have a look to this page. How do we think Leo is feeling here? Yeah, those are really good words to describe how he's feeling. Is there a word on this page that you might recognise that can tell us he's feeling like that? Yeah, that's great. So upset, that's it. So it's saying that he's upset. So we can read that he's upset, but we can also see that he's not very happy. What I want you to think about though, which is something the author hasn't written about, is how this guy's feeling. How do we think poor Raymond's feeling? I mean, it was just an accident. Wonderful describing words. So that's very good use of our adjectives. So what we're going to do now is we're going to break off. We're going to go sit at our desk where there's a worksheet, and it's a fun little game, well, a fun little task where you're going to fill in the blanks. So you're going to fill in the blanks with adjectives. So there's lovely describing words that we just talked about. Okay, so the I do in that was done by myself, so I completed the shared reading text with the kids, and before starting I got them to activate their thinking, to start thinking about the way the characters are feeling. So they start to think of some adjectives like happy, sad, angry, and the way you do is to go back and discuss those adjectives that the kids have thought about, and the you do is a fill in the blanks worksheet where they will come up with their own adjectives or some that they heard in the after read discussion, and then I'll get a couple of kids to come up the front of the class and read their sheet aloud so that we can add any new adjectives to a list on the board, so that they, thinking of their own adjectives, but some they might not have thought of get added into their vocabulary.